All right, good morning, you screen tapping fools. Today we are going to throw up that because I have got some funny news and I'll tell you it's a riot. So, some people are taking this game a little too serious, and I get it. You're dropping tons of money in this game, you're trying to compete, it's gonna get serious. So, I got booted from the say the No Alliance, uh, you know, which was very entertaining. Now, I'm one that plays games. I have to entertain myself. I will actually, if people set rules, I will push the rules a little bit and see. Since I've been with No, there's never been. Now, I've played on other Alliance on this server on another account, and it's actually decently high up there. When I first started, I started a week before this account. So this account actually now is, if we go wrong button, we're gonna go here. I bought the monthly card, so almost 30 days. So we're gonna break down a lot of stuff. For those that don't think the devs are basically moderating this or think that it's a bunch of rich people playing this, where are the videos showing these guys like actually at home, what they're playing it on? Are they playing it on the computer? Do they got basically programs on their computer that actually play the game itself when they're away, do certain tasks and stuff like that? Can they plunder castles? Is there actually a program to where they actually can find castles, plunder them, their guys go back and automatically do that? Now, I remembered when Facebook started, right? We're going to go back a little bit. So with Facebook started all their gaming and they had like the cafe world and all these people were into it. I just quickly put on a screen recorder on my computer and just actually started doing that. And because I told my brother, I said, I bet you, because this one lady, I mean, she's staying up, and my brother's competing with her, which is, I found funny because of the game. Now, everyone has their own tricks because this is the same thing. This is cafe world. It's just, this is money spending. This game is designed, and I don't know why I'm jumping stages. I was not paying attention. So this is where I usually jump in. So we're going to go in why I got kicked from now. No. So the Alliance on S508, this server 508, and we'll just go over that. And hey, to each his own. Sorry if they get offended with things, but man, some of the things was a little dramatic in there. I remember one time they jump on Kingdom and they're attacking me. The Kiev's attacking me. And then it was this big, huge stink, and where they're, it's a game, man. Play the game. It's like, I get it. People spend so much money in this game and then they lose it all, and some high-powered guy basically destroy him. Now, listen, I've got hours and hours of research, jumping on other servers, jumping on this, jumping on one server within a half hour at least, and I could, explain that if you guys want that explained a little bit further. But, there's already an alliance building with 9 people in their fortress, 2 hours up, and I was in that new server with, there's no server times, right? That's confusing. Well, why not? It's a game to compete, because it's a business. This is a business. We got to look at this as a business, and that's why a lot of people are treating this as a business. They got Discord for people that, communicate in this game. Go on your alliance chat even. You get a few people to communicate. Doesn't matter because not everybody can read or speak English. So what's the point of Discord if, only why? Because that's what the devs, that's what the developers of this game want, is the money spending Americans mainly, or the Britons, the people that are bored and want to compete and got these egos and want to go on there and go, oh, I'm going to beat this guy because there's a certain trick of this game. Really? Don't matter. Don't matter what you do in this game. Don't matter how much money you sink in this game. If you think you could drop every single dime and buy everything, and there's no way you'll keep up with this guy, especially now. There's no way. Even if in the start, because even as I jumped in the one, suddenly all this magic skin power started to pop up in all these guys. When I couldn't even buy it, I said, I've bought everything in this thing. And there's, oh, well, this is that secret blah, 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 this and that. So you've just jumped on this new server and just start dropping money because what, you're just some random rich guy that's been on another server? I mean, they play multiple server after multiple server after multiple server. You know, it's just, you're competing against people that are doing it for work. And if you're not, like I said, I really would love to see the videos of them actually playing. Are they playing it on the computer? Are they playing it on their phone? Do they have multiple phones playing it? Like, I have gamer phones, so I don't use my normal phone. This is actually my normal phone right now because it's the only phone, the newer phone that has the screen recorder and everything like that. But I don't play. I have my gamer phones. That's one of them. I have a bunch that I can actually jump on and do stuff with and just goof. And a lot of these guys are just super, super serious, and it's hilarious. And it's your typical crap, you know. I mean, it is an egotistical game, so you're going to get that ego on the game itself. So they are monitoring and moderating some things of changing names of certain things that may be a little more offensive, trying to clean up the game. To the ones, the United Alliance Discord that I was on, to where they're talking about trying to get rid of some of the toxic players, you know. And then they also talk about basically some of these toxic players are wiping out servers and stuff. You know, to me, it's impossible when the devs are actually controlling each server, and they could actually go in and stop things like that from happening. It's as they act like it's total free play. It's like a program and they're done. They could drop in a guy and get him going, which they already do in the beginning. The way I look at it, there's no way people are dropping tons of money in this game. I played a lot of games in my life, and I dropped $1,000 in the Pokemon Go. And I could actually, over the years of that, and as Pokemon Go, my kids started it when they were young. We were playing that game forever. I don't play the game anymore. My last drop of money was $100 for a Shundle Darkrai. Was it worth it? Yeah, it's entertainment. You know, it's what it is, and that's why people look at it. Some people drop money in UFC fights all the time. You could drop money so quick and everything else, but I don't see the value of your money in this game, because you're just competing money versus money. And if some people aren't spending the money, they're actually working for it, it seems to be unfair, you know. And if there is some bored rich guy that has hours and hours of time to play, even if he has the money, he's still got to play this game and repeat. And I don't see screen tapping games being that. They're a temp type of thing. And like I said, with Facebook is starting with all their little game, and what were their other games is that. But as I started a program to just play it all night, and I didn't play. I was never playing. And these people that were in the same friends with me and everybody on Facebook, which was funnier than crap, they are staying up trying to keep up with me when I wasn't even playing. So I allowed it to go for about 3 days before then finally, look at this reward. This is the gift they want you to click on. What's up? Yeah, okay. That's really worth clicking on that. So no, get rid of that as the video and stuff. Imagine watching a 30-second video to get that reward. It's just, come on. So yeah, after seeing my brother just drained, you know, I'm going, hey dude, I'm not even playing the game. I brought him into my house and showed him. Now listen, I played Star Wars Galaxies when it was super for when WoW was popular and stuff. I had 5 computers set up and was playing it. I was a Beastmaster when they opened that up, and had an Acklay, one of the first Acklays on server. Blah 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 blah. Big freaking deal. It's because I had time. You know, if anyone else had a bunch of time, they could have done it too. Oh my gosh. All right, so I thought I was going ahead again here. So anyways, oh man, I still got to get to KnOw getting kicked. So I've done some stuff, toyed around with them, typed in, I try to act a lot younger than I am in game, just because I find it funny and a lot, because you kind of do. You kind of have to. You have to dramatize everything you do, you know. Push the boundaries, try to see who's playing what, who cares, who's concerned about this. try to act like it's a big deal about things, and you got to be dramatic in these games. And the biggest thing is I love this because as I've talked about in some of my other videos, I don't know how long I was going to stick with that. It was just too. I don't come on these games for another job. You know, I don't. I get off these games to just play, and even that I'm researching the game. It's not a job to me. I'm not getting paid to do it. I'm actually putting money out to do it here and there to really research the the basics of this game. So it is what it is. I'm not going to level my castle up anymore. I got plenty of stone and stuff to do it. I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm just going to allow it to happen. Stay there. I could summon a behemoth right now, but I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to stick and stay idle and making the money, right? So the biggest thing is to me, if you're going to have, if I have a gaming phone that's playing on this side, oh, I still got to get to, now, if you haven't noticed, I do got ADHD. My attention deficit disorder is like jumping through the roof. I bounce and bounce and bounce like crazy. So let's get to being kicked, which is quite entertaining, you know. Now, I've only been playing this game not even a month, right, on this account. So, which is crazy because I surpassed a lot of people on this server. Now I'm 78, it's not too bad, you know, for especially spending what I'm spending. But, you know, if someone had a gamer phone, I'm not doing anything secret. I'm not anyone special. I'm not anyone can do this stuff and make this happen. It's pretty easy. So the biggest thing is I mean, we started in our alliance, like KnOw had, first it was 75 mil, then old people only, old alliance members could be 50 mil was their cap. They're treating it as if it's like really hard to get 50 mil and 75 mil. And then I don't even get how it seems like older alliance members, it would be stricter on them. They've learned the game more, they'd be faster. That's something I didn't like about that. I was just like, favoritism to, you know, it's like newbies aren't going to be like, oh, and like I said, I've been in other lines and super friendly, like, holy cow, man, thanks for being active, blah, 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 blah. There's never been anything here on the KnOw thing. There's just like, oh, well, who cares? It's like competing against you. I've actually been kicked for no reason, out of Obelisk, and sent all the way back because of the alliance raking, right? When you come in here. And that's why I don't like that screen up there. And I'm going to the wrong place. So if you come in here, and I can't even get in it because I've been booted from the other alliance, and this is a new alliance. So, you know, if you come into your leaderboards, you know, your top guys want to be there, want to be up top. And I was just showing a little activity, but there was never anything cool about stuff. So I always want to see kiss my tits, boom, 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 boing, boing, boing. Oh my God. Yeah, this is a game that some rich guy's gonna drop with a bunch of childlike individuals, right? It's just dropped thousands of dollars to compete, to show off to all the teenagers out there, right? If you're a teenager, hey, I've been there. I've been that boing boing guy, which is funny. So I get entertained by it. I don't know why. Especially when you jump in this and they had Jizz as an alliance name and stuff. It's just like, and it would just be like, man, even now, I mean, you got the Potato Gang pot. I mean, it's pretty simple of what, you know, they're trying to attract. It's pretty easy. It's very entertaining. It's very, very childish, isn't everything? Games are, you know, as we look at it, you know, with a lot of us, especially, we don't want to grow up in a way. We just want to escape into this. I could get involved in a lot of stuff, and I say I am growing up for the most part. Got to drink my coffee and get it going because my brain is not on its full operation, which it never is. You know, I do not attest that I am one of the brightest guys in the world. I am far from it, but I do like to jump in, delve into things, and see what is the truth about things. I really do like this new character. Talk about my ADHD. It's really cool. you know, and I actually get the ability to collect this one pretty easily. So I could get a lot of the stuff. I should get this on the 7th day. Boom, boom, boom. That's all I got left, and that's the easiest thing in this game. Just do tasks. You have time to do the tasks. So anyways, let's go back to the no getting kicked. So they have the lava haka that they start, and during that event, they didn't want any rallies doing. And I've done certain things and just jumped in. Now I'm working all day, you know, I come out of my shop, you know, I just jump on the game. So I usually pop in this screen, right? Or it's already going, I should say, on my gaming phone. So I got it on my gaming phone, just there, been playing all day, collecting the coins on this screen right here, which is pretty easy. So my tier, like I said, for this is all ice. Until I get the talents, everything's full on the ice. I just focus on my ice, and that's it. Nothing else. I don't do anything else. And so that's why all my guys are ice leaders, usually, if I get them. So I want to ice, you know, then I get all the troops to get that bonus, which helps. I am starting the archer thing just because I don't have another ice and stuff. And you could practice, just drop them back. You don't need to know, which guy's better, this guy's better, blah, blah, blah. What's going to matter? You know, it don't matter if I get, you know, if my castle gets up there and strong enough for this guy to attack me, you know, then, which is, let's go to the stages, you know, which I've got a long ways to go. I mean, I'd have to be at the 780, you know, so it's just, if I get up there in my castle and he's able to attack me, wouldn't matter what I had, you know, this, with him being at that stage, and in most of these guys, they're being up at these stages, depending on their castle. Now, this is just their stages. You have to actually look at their castle. All right, sorry about that. Anyway, so we're at our stages. So if Wizzle's castle's only at, let's say, 800, then, which I doubt it is, then he could easily attack me and plunder me all the time, the whole 9 yards. So wouldn't matter what I do. I mean, it wouldn't matter where I put my stuff. It wouldn't matter if I had the strongest ice guys and everything and all my tiers were filled up and stuff, and I got up to, let's just say, one crew at, you know, 3 billion, you know. He's got a whole crew of heroes at 76 billion. Wouldn't matter. You know, if I was up there even with these guys, you know. And that's where I believe, like I said, in every incident, you know, if a rich guy was playing this game, in my opinion, it would not be this obsessive to where, I mean, you know, that's to control the server, you know, is to where I look at it. It's a conspiracy, you know, but all dots point to yes. You know, all arrows point to yes, I guess you would say. Even telling my boys about showing them some of the stuff, they're like, oh yeah, devs are running that. You know, my boys are 22 and 19, and they both look at it and go, oh yeah, that's just simplicity of it, you know? So, like I said, maybe these guys will set up someone to act like, well, we got to set up this and pretend, you know, well, good. Man, I want to know full name, everything. And you know, to me, that would be no big deal. I mean, we have the full name of all kinds of pro gamers. If we're going to treat it like this, especially if people are dropping thousands of dollars into this game, we should have a pro gaming event for this thing, you know? The way I look at it, let's drop, you know, so it doesn't matter. Just play the game, the way I look at it for people. Play the game, don't let the game play you. If you think there's some secret thing to this tier, I mean, I see in a lot of the chat where people are like, hey, where should I put this? Where should I put that? Put it wherever you want, you know? Doesn't matter. I mean, just get under an alliance that helps you out. Now, since I've been with Kev for one day, wow, it's like they're way better territorial-wise, everything. And that's why I kind of wanted to jump, because I always look at... let's go back up here and go to this. So when I look at this, before I joined an alliance, our territory was actually a lot higher than this. My old alliance was really low. And as we started to get drop, when we were higher up there. And then we started to fall behind. And I actually was like, well, that's where I was like, well, I'm going to jump and get to a higher one. I've tried contacting these guys. Pot, just like I said, it's not about the power. It's more or less just a territory. It's just to help me out. I'll play under anybody, as long as that power is up there. But these guys just seem more down to earth with things. Pot also has a Discord, stuff like that. More of a business, right? Because it's more business ran. It's a business. You got to make money. They got to sell. Each server is these developers assigned a server, and they compete within their in-house networking to who can get the most money spent. Do they have a board up there to how much money each server is making and each zone is making? Is why they separate it, right? It's simple things, simple math in business. It's a business plan. Hey, nothing wrong with it, right? If you guys are fine with playing it and spending money in it, then this is the only thing I don't like about that is their mail system. So, game's pretty entertaining. It's got a lot of good heroes. So anyways, I still haven't talked about the dodo. I should say no. I know. The Alliance, no. Let's get in here so we could collect coins. So, it was pretty entertaining. I've messed up more than once in the past. Like I said, I like to push boundaries. I like to test the certain things I can do to see. And for them to be unappreciative is just to actually kick me and say, oh, it's the only way we can stop the rally is to kick you. I stopped it right away, as soon as I noticed. So what I did is my screen was going here. I just clicked in here, and I usually just hit search, and I hit a rally, and I do this, okay? And then I popped it up, and then I just start it, okay? If nothing's going in my auto rally, I don't think anything's going, anything important. So if you click up in here, of course, I'm busy. I'm out there because I've turned it on, even though I'm not getting, so it's been on there. And so then I clicked on there, I saw that the lava thing was going. I'm like, oh crap, sorry, just got on. Because you can basically cancel you just hit your guy and you click off your guy, you can cancel it really quick. Basically at the time I canceled is the time I got the message, and I'm like, went in here to go do the other stuff, was what I normally do, and I couldn't. I'm like, what? And it said, join an alliance. I'm like, oh, they just booted me. They made it easy for me. Because, see, whenever you leave an alliance, there's always some hard feelings sometimes. Like, oh, well, you know what, And maybe it is no big deal. Especially the way, certain things went awry, with all their little rules and stuff. Maybe they know I just didn't follow the rules exactly the way I needed to. And I completely understand it because, like I said, I have to test their little rule thing and test. There's all these communication ever, and no one's ever just sat and talked. It's always if there's a problem. Okay, so I'm going to explain something with this alliance just really quick with simple things. To each his own. But as even like the Dragon Nest, we'd go in there and I've got all the leaders would put 3 or 2 guys up there constantly all the time. Then as soon as we moved to the level 5 area and other people started to do it too, then they made it a rule not to. You weren't allowed to. That don't make sense. This is where I say not only do they compete against all the other alliances, they're competing within their own alliance. They're even supporting older players. So it's like they compete to you. As you go on there, the whole thing is to help your alliance members get up there just like you are. If they do want to bounce to another alliance, that's on them. But if you support them the whole fact and just like, hey, here's some tricks about this, but they're in this compete mode. They're competing with you too. That's why there's no videos out there, a lot of stuff. And, it's like, oh, they're all trying to get ahead. We don't want any secret. There's little videos of plundering and all this crazy stuff of how to skill trees, pay attention to this. Whatever. It doesn't, So there's one thing, with the no. It's like if you're gonna set you set by an example, you lead by an example, you do things by an example. So if you're throwing all your guys up and then everybody else do it, then suddenly it's like boom. That's where some people just split, boom, boom, boom. Okay. So, and like I said, there's so many ways. The only time they've communicated with me is when suddenly there's like some drama thing. So there's a turd. That was his name, Turd. I thought it was funny. It was like kick the turd off of the, I think it was on a dragon nest. And they're like, oh, is there a problem? He was just sitting there idle, and so forever, so it's like there's no point, in my opinion. I mean, and I even asked him, is there anything special that he collects? Because then they may all made it, well, why are you kicking? Why do you want, is there a problem? No, it's just gameplay. We're all in alliance. We're all trying to get our gathering gold and stuff. If you're going to kick me for no reason off of certain things, especially in the middle of stuff so I don't get my points, or do this and drag me all the way back. I mean, the whole point, if you're going to build another obelisk, or obelisk next to another one, why would you kick the guy back to the castle where he has to come all the way back to the obelisk? Why not leave him in there, right? And then that way he could, why? Because like I said, they compete within themselves. Now those guys left, like I said, they're just they're in it for themselves. That's the alliance you don't want. The ones that don't support the whole fact that you're actually supporting them and you want to just play the game, and it goes on. Like I said, just talking about that. It's complaining, it's dramatic, it's drama. Just coming out of my mouth with this game is funny because it's like childish. It's childish behavior, and that's why I fed it back to them. So, as like I said, when they kicked me, he says, oh, well, it's the only way you could come back. Why the heck would I come back to you guys? You just gave me a free pass to leave and be fine with it. Now, if they ever watch this video or any of them, they get pissed. They can get pissed all they want, but it's like, dude, lighten up. Play the game. Don't let the game play you, and just get over yourself. Me too. I will too. It's the way it is. But you got time. You got money. You're going to dominate this game, or you're working for Tap for Fun. Either or, either way. But these games you could set up pretty easy, to where, that's why I'm shocked even in this, there's so much. If the communication was great and this was an actual just play game to where a lot of people could they weren't stuck inside their heads, man, you could actually do some pretty cool stuff in this game and entertain yourself pretty well. But I found it funny too. I mean, I recorded a lot of it, but I didn't because I actually had some funny stuff happen during the event itself. But we're going to go over here to this. We started in a thing, the communication itself, which is funny. And so we started in one of these towers. I think it was up here. And then Pot's like, oh, we're going to take over. You guys got to move over to another one. I don't get why we didn't stay and just fight it out, because you get points for it. Just keep our guys in there so we get the points. Let it play the game. We don't have to, we can switch over what we can to where we are. We was able to take over that one. Because you can only take over 2. Hey, why does that one have water around it? That's kind of cool. Oh, we must have. Someone marked it. Okay, so it was funny though. During the whole event, I never was attacked by an individual. And then I get attacked by this guy during the event. So his castle was sitting over here. And I thought, well, if they can attack, you could attack anything. I didn't know castles were off limits. I should say maybe I did. But I just sent him there. And then he came back and retaliated and attacked my castle, which was great. Because I just was like, oh, that's all right. I'll let him get back and be happy with it. So I continued to just get my points with what I needed to. But what's funny is I kept seeing error codes when I was recording, and I actually deleted the videos. I kept a lot of certain things. I should have just uploaded them to my drive, but I couldn't attack him at all. It just kept showing error codes, so I couldn't even defend myself with certain things. And it was quite entertaining. So, and then he went off crying to everyone of what I did, and I said, and so then I got a mail about it. Let's see if it's still here. I'd probably delete it because I delete everything. Yep. So it was just a mail simply saying that, hey, as I said, if you get attacked during this event, you could retaliate. That's fine, blah, 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 blah. And I just knew what they were talking about because it's like all this weird drama crap. And I just said, oh, yeah, I was attacked by souls. And they said, oh, you attacked first. And so I was just thinking, well, he attacked me for some reason. I got attacked by a bar guy, which was fighting one of our another alliance members. So I attacked him back. See what I'm saying? It's a childish freaking game at this point because it doesn't matter who attacked who or what. Let's play the game. Oh, well. He got the best. He actually plundered. He was broke. He plundered what he needed to from me, called it good, and that was it. And then ran, which sucked because I still wanted to keep fighting because that's the interesting part of the game, And I thought we were evenly matched, but I think I did have more power. But of course, all my guys were low. I wasn't refreshing anybody. They were all like 20%, 10%, which was fun during this event. But then you're just up to, when you do battles, you're up to just spend more money, which is insane. No, thank you. It's not worth it. So even saying stuff like that and talking about stuff like that is just funny. So it's dramatic. It's part of the game. I wouldn't care. It is what it is. You want to go have fun on another server, you're going to find the server in the same boat. No matter what server you jump to, you're going to find the server that has an overpowering person that apparently only comes on during events, but can continue to get the power that he does constantly. It's kind of weird, so as a leader, when I started on the one server, I had the one guy that suddenly had just massive power. It was like within no time, with short time, suddenly appears and he has a 50 million power, when I'm still sitting at 16 mil. And that's where everybody normally is all sitting. And suddenly he's ahead and he's jumping in mine instead of the other, which has way more terroring, way more, and jumps in mine and starts acting like he's spending, like just going crazy and spending. We already got 50 mils, so don't even make sense. You're going spending. So if you think of this, I get to see when he's online. He was hardly online. He'd just pop in and pop out. Come on. He'd pop in, hurry up and build stuff, do that, pop off. Because I made everybody on that server an R4. If you guys are interested in seeing that, anyone that was active, I just kept popping them R4, R4, R4. And then they were talking about, and then I said, you guys can impeach me, blah, 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 blah. And guess what? Of course, the impeachment started, and guess who's the guy? The dev is the leader of that. Changed the alliance name, changed everything. It's funny. So should I be upset? I dropped some money in it? I don't know, I mean, if we really all took this super serious and said, hey, man, this is unfair, and we actually discovered that all these devs are, could you do a class action lawsuit to get all your money back? Not going to happen. They're overseas. These games are developed overseas, and there's no way you're going to get any of your money back under any terms. And even if it takes forever to go through red tape, blah, 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 blah. And the dramatic fashion of every country battling this and that. Hey, to each his own. Just know what you're dealing with, and don't drop your money into something that thinking just because you think, oh, I'm going to get ahead. Because you're going to keep thinking you need to drop more money because they're going to keep encouraging you to. What are you doing that's getting ahead? How are you getting that much power? Well, I buy this, and it's just one thing. I buy this, and this help, Come on, do the math. Figure it out. It's common sense. You know, buying one little thing ain't going to get you up there. It's not going to get you Mr. Power Guy. You know, you need to spend money. So I'm curious with Axie and Prozac of how much money they've actually spent if they're not part of the development crew, you know, part of the developers, which I truly believe they can easily have that much power just spending money. That's pretty simple if they were here at the beginning of the server. But as you jump into almost every server you ask, how long's the server been open? And it seemed to be always 2 weeks. You know, it's 2 weeks. Always someone. And it's always, then if you look, it's always someone high up that has actually says 2 weeks. So you're at billions of power in 2 weeks. Like, it don't matter. I was like, in this server, when I played on this server for 3 weeks with my 2 weeks on this account, and it was, you know, and maybe they lose track of time, you know. And I'm like, and I was like way behind everybody. So I know when I first jumped in, it was like, as I asked, hey, how long's this game, you know? And it was like, oh yeah, a few weeks. So then added my 2 weeks, that's a month. And then you ask, you know, 2 weeks, everyone's like, it's like lost for, it's like a pit. It's like a Bermuda Triangle for time in here. Everything's just 2 weeks old. So anyways, there's my rambling this morning. I'm over my half hour, and that's it. To me, come on, snap out of it. It's a game. If you're gonna try to compete and you want to act like, then compete. I would love to see people, a server jump in, like I said, and have limited time, you know. So to improve anything, this is the X amount of time that you have, you know, to improve it. You know, that's all you can. It's capped. So you can only spend this, but it's not. It's all random. Even like this whole wishing, make-a-wish stuff. I mean, I don't even know how they get away with this. Make-a-wish. Come on. There's a Make-A-Wish Foundation. It clicks similarity in your head. No, oh, I gotta click. Donate Make-A-Wish. And then I gotta buy coins. Right? This whole thing is set up. What I don't like, and I don't know if anyone could teach me this, is how come once I'm blocked on accident, which was supposed to drop on that guy, you know, drop there, which makes me mad, you know. And then if you hit the 10, you can't put a roadblock up, you know. So in the middle of it, at least I can't, you know. This is what I love, these rewards here. I wish, you know, it's a good reward. And then I dropped, see, I even dropped on this crazy mode. I don't know how I dropped that there. I don't know how to get it off. So I have to spin around. I would love the crazy mode much better. But it's like, because I could block it on, I could put a block on this, you know, and it makes it easier. But I can't, because now I'm stuck on that. So it's like I can't decide. Crazy mode is still probably better. Really doesn't matter. But because I really would want this guy right there. I want that. Should we try one spin? See if we get it on that guy. My luck, I'm gonna get. Let's do it. Get over there. See, that should go away. Now, of course. See, and then I could add a block on that. I already got him. I could add a block on that. And then I can't. Hey. All right, I'm out of here. Okay. So I had to take that number. That was my rep for my software system. All right. So, anyways, I was saying goodbye, I think, already on this thing. But, yeah, so, oh, man, I kind of want to hit it again and hope for that ice guy. And it's like, if I could just put the roadblock in there, maybe there's a way to reset this, but there's not. Only one item on the board. So that means that guy's got to be landed on before that goes away. You know, if someone knows that there's simplicity to this, they're probably laughing their butts off and going, no, you don't have to. You know, but I don't know. Skip. What? What's skip even mean on this thing? All right, I was researching my guys here and just seeing which one is worth trying to get those. So getting 2 or anything is not really going to make a big difference on this guy. But if I luck out and get the other thing, then let's hope we get it. Get the guy. Right there. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yes. Oh, man, it's so funny. See, now I just need that to disappear, though, still. Get off the board. Why? It should disappear after a roll, because you're not going to put it anywhere. Oh, man. I just don't get... Maybe if I switch. No, doesn't matter. Oh, well. Oh, we got 10 more thousand. We get 80. That's good. Imagine being able to spend the money and get all that. You got a high SSS card. Yeah. Go. It's only $4.99 for 45. Ooh, 110 for $10. Imagine 110, 110, 110, 110, 110. Yeah, you're just going to keep going. So that's going to be about $200, $300 to get at least that, right? Maybe more. Yeah, 561,000. That's going to be an expensive SS card. You got the money, do it up. Go do it, and then I'll play under you and enjoy you dominating with her, because that would be fun. I enjoy it just as much as you do. But guess what? I enjoyed it a little more because I didn't spend the money. Of course, you're a working dev. I enjoy that too because you know the game like really well. My limits are reached. All right, let's get in there and make sure that we're not taking away from anybody that... So as long as there's empty spots and people still doing rallies, I will keep my auto rally on just to help them. But if there's not empty, you know, like if they're just getting packed and packed and packed, then I don't like to keep my auto rally on, you know. I just, you know, because I want people that don't have the rewards to get the rewards. This is the way I look at it. I'm a very considerate player. So let's go here. We are actually going to plunder. I found a guy. Oh, man, he's rallying. I got to stop that guy from rallying here. We're actually going to come up here, and we're going to click this off. We're going to get my top 2 guys. We'll get the lower guys. That'll just help just in case they need stuff. And I got my tavern. We'll do the free. Ooh, it's Harold. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm already at my limit. Limit you to 2,000. Which 6. I got 10.2 power. Close. Whoa, you know what? We might be able to spend some money here. Let's see if we got any coinage in my baggage. No coinage. Nope, we got no monies. We got stuff in the vault. Okay, and then we can go to the academy and see if we got it. There we go. All right, so what? Imagine this is going to cost me so much money to get that third one. It's going to be a long while. You know, but that's assistant. If I don't end up getting the monthly card, it's going to give me that extra 2 guys there, and then 3 guys, and then so we'll keep trying to put those guys up there. More than likely, if I keep entertaining myself with just toying around with this game, I am going to just go ahead and get the monthly card. Even though I disagree with the business tactics and everything, I do enjoy the game and I am entertained by it. It is what it is. Everyone's going to do their business the way they want to, and it does still entertain me. And if I'm still being entertained, then I'm good to go. I do love that these guys, man, give you their territory is way better than KnOw's. Did I ever tell you that whole story though? I got booted, like I said, from jumping in a rally, and then they, I was just like reason, and I was like, oh yeah, wasn't paying attention, because I was just like, oh crap, maybe they found these videos of me talking trash about them. But yeah, no hard feelings at all. Hopefully it's all good. It's just a game. So let's see where we're ranked. I always got to check where I'm ranked at the end of the day. So this is, like I said, if you watched my videos before, that's where I bounce. I bounce to 78, I'll bounce down to 90, sometimes I'll get up in the 60s. And you got to understand, as you're playing, these other people are playing too. Now, there's a lot of players, though, that have jumped that were around me and have jumped way up there in the billion range, way before me. So if they're not spending money, more power to them to jump like they're jumping, because I think that's cool. I would rather see people dominate this fashion. And like I said, if you are going to get ahead, it's either money or time. And the best players are going to be time and money, unless you're a dev. Then you're just going to be, once in a while pop in and get paid to do it and go on this server and go on this server and monitor everything and do what you got to do, right? Bam! I like that. I always get the nets one just to go up again, because I always got tons of the other ones. There. Power. Dragon power is key. What I like about dragon power is it's divided amongst all your heroes, right? So even though it goes up slower, it seems, and spends a lot of gems to do it, for something like that, what I just did is spending the gems. To me, it just is a value for just, because I like the dragon power. If you come into the dragon power, that's not where I wanted to go. And you could see, your dragon power is 204, right? Because it's divided amongst, or it's multiplied on all your heroes. So that's a lot of power for the dragon itself. Whoops. I'm tapping. I'm getting bored already. I'm trying to get out of this stuff. Click. My finger keeps going in front of the screen. There's got to be a better way. I just take my time. All right, so if we coming over here and we look at the dragon power, right, which is not there. Okay, so 37 mil, and then multiplied with all the bonuses and everything. You've got the bonuses here, and I just focus on one of these. Bam, 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 bam. And I figure the head and the horns, he's a head button dragon. Bam. So there's the bonus. So 16 mil plus the 37 mil times 4, right? Because I have 4 heroes. Now that's going to go down dramatically, right? When I have only 3 heroes if I don't get the monthly card. Okay? So that's going to go down. I always, like I said, for someone that plays this game like I do. So I'm not going to get this troop anymore. That's going to go away. So that extra unit. So instead of times by 4, it's only going to be times by 3. So my dragon power now, which is 217, right, is going to drop down to 3. So it'll be 3 times those 2 together. Now, if I had 5, I would get up there even higher. It would be like 270 dragon power. So if you look, all you got to do is look at some of your high-end guys. You could view everybody. 1470. So you could see where his level is. 1470. So, yeah, so as I was talking about before, he could only attack people that are around level 700 and plunder, 750, whatever. But let's see his dragon power. My God, Whistle is a god. 32 bill. That's just funny crap right there. It's just insane. I mean, he doesn't even have to send any of his troops out. He could just send his dragon out and he could just beat everybody, you know, just by itself. Just, yeah, we're drinking beers. We're not, you know, we're not going to bother going out. Go ahead, dragon. Go kill somebody, you know, and that's it. I mean, because that 30 bill, right? He's only got 12. He's only got 18. So that's where the multiply happens with that dragon. You know, so your dragon to me is key. And that's where if you're going to spend thousands of dollars to get gold armor, do it up, man. I will enjoy seeing it. Do videos. I want to see someone doing a video of that, sinking that money into it. That would be great, you know. But that's where you're going to get your power, right? Because that's times. So Whistle's got it times by 5. So if you look at his Whistle of the UK, is he really from the UK? I'm really curious. All my conspiracy theories against everybody. So if you divide that by 5, you're going to get his actual dragon power, his base dragon power. Because he definitely was spending that money. He's got the lifetime card, everything. His frame is giving him skin power, so that's another thing you got to look at. Skin power is huge. Another big bonus. So you get your frame, your skin power, your castle, your skin power, everything. And then he's got his VIP power. Once you reach a certain level of VIP, you actually get a VIP power. So that's encouragement to spend money. It's pretty simple. Because if you look at this base of his hero power, it's only 6 bill. You know, I shouldn't say only. I mean, that's pretty insane. But it's a lot. You know, unit power, the whole 9 yards. So if you average, you can kind of see if you're averaging what these guys are, you know, for unit power, 6'2", you know, and the dragon power. And you could kind of just compare it to yourself to see if you're being competitive at a lower level, right? You know, and see where they're at. So his hero power, his unit power is definitely where he puts a lot of his stuff into. You know, it matches Whistle. He's up there, right? Because that's your castle. You get your units up there. You know, you're getting all those. That's pretty easy. With the hero power, more money spent, and your dragon power, where he's losing it. VIP power, he has spent some money, and his skin power seemed to be about the same. I can't remember of Whistle's skin power. Let's go back and check. Oh, no, not even close. So, and of course, that gets multiplied. They could have the exact same skins, which they don't. You could see that he's got a different frame. But they could have the same percentages. But that percentages is on your total, right? So it gives you, the more higher up you go, the more skin power you get. Pretty simple. So like I said, this game is not difficult. Just get deep pockets. Or contact Tap for fun and become one of the developers and play this game and get paid to do it. That's why I look at it. So don't make the game difficult. It's not that big a deal for your power. Just get under someone, help them out, be an alliance team player. Don't try to create ripples like I did on my last one, because as it started to be a little dramatic, I created ripples and just had to get... I'm glad I got booted, and that's where I was ready just to go. I got very lucky, too, that there was a space open in the one alliance that I actually wanted to get into because of their territory. So, and, of course, they seemed like they were just, like, playing the game. Just, like, no dramatic, you know, it's like a lot of people not really communicating too much, just kind of playing the game, being a part of it, and not making a big deal about it. That's what I like. I don't need another workplace. So, man, an hour. I just wasted an hour of work. That's a lot money lost, and just to do this video, but it was worth it. So it is what it is. I'll make it up in the shop, and I will get crap going. I've got a lot of work to do today. And so, good luck to you all. Like I said, play the game. Don't let the game play you. And if you're going to do screen tapping games, understand it's a business, right? You want to compete and stuff. Maybe you don't have the skills to play in games like Fortnite or Minecraft or Apex or Elden Ring or any of those big games that are out there playing, and it's very time consuming, right? To me, it would be nice if developers finally decided, hey, let's really test the skills of individuals, really test the research of individuals, and really test the thing is each individual goes in their limited amount of time to a place, acquire their skills and do this and do that. There's like a certain window of opportunity to increase certain things, and you have to do them in a certain period of time. And each server opens at a certain time and then limits it to a certain amount of people that enter that server and within a certain amount of period. So, which is great. The thing is nowadays, I mean, so many videos out there, so many things. People aren't delving in and learning the game themselves. It's kind of like this brain fart type mentality that people aren't just tapping and they're afraid to tap. They're like, oh, well, there's a secret, and they watch a video, and there's another secret. I want to watch another video. They're not learning the game themselves. The algorithm of this game is pretty darn simple if you just break it down. And I remember saying that to the developer that I believe is a developer. Just all arrows point to yes on it, and it was just like, oh, this game's not that simple. I'm like, how not? I mean, if you break it down, I mean, yeah, some things the hardest thing I have is just playing it on, if I played it on the computer, it'd be a lot easier. But tapping your phone and letting your phone react, and especially when it gets laggy, some things you can't click off of and stop, especially in the middle of a battle. You just, you can't hurry up and, it's so hard zooming in, zooming out a lot of times. For this, it's not like a controller where it's just like pop, 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 done. So keyboard and with a mouse, it'd probably be a lot easier if you could just click and drag and do stuff like that. I have saw some things on people putting it where you can play it on your computer. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I haven't spent the time to actually look, and maybe I will in the future. Maybe some people got some videos of that and stuff. But I don't know if this game is that extensive. I mean, it is. I mean, with all their servers are getting out there, we can see here. We are going to, I gotta move my characters. Okay, so if we go and create 552, I always forget, I think it's 401. That's where their first start. Yeah, 401. So 552. So 150 servers out there. No matter which one you pop into, there's already going to be someone building. And you could actually, like it said, if you want me to do a video of just monitoring this, basically you got to close your game out, pop up, and do that every half hour and wait for that server to pop open. Hurry up and pop open into that server, and guess what's going to happen? There's already going to be people building a fortress. They're already going to be going to town, so get a head start on you. That's not fair gameplay, the way I look at it. If it was fair gameplay in a way, like I said, it's a business, it's money making. And the artwork I just love in this game, though. That's what really sucks about it, is I really do. And that's what keeps me in. I just love seeing some of the new characters. I love seeing some of the new stuff in here. It's just really entertaining. I was going to go ahead and just get all these because I do have in my bag. I did not want to do that. Which I do a lot. I do have 19 of these guys in my bag for the free hero pick, but I was just kind of saving them just to see. I let the game decide what I'm going to get, even though I favor this guy a lot. I love him a lot. I like him. I think he's cute. I like his little minion dude, and he's cool. But, hey, I could promote him already. What happened? Oh, yeah, because I got that 15. Why don't you guys remind me? Boom! Okay, so if the game keeps favoring, so I need 10 more, I could easily promote him again and get him to the 1-star status, which he'll be troop, right? So I kind of let the game decide why. I was trying to click of what I get. So I could go through and just view what cards we have for SSS cards, the amounts, and just kind of look at it and go, well, he's already promoted once, right? And he seems to be the best option to go ahead and put the 10 towards, you know. Here's another guy that I've been, you know, which, you know, a lot of people say don't power this guy up, but he's available in a lot of stuff, a lot of events. So to me, he seems like a good choice. You know, I don't think any really going to matter. It's not going to matter if this guy goes up against this guy and, you know, and they're evenly matched. I mean, that's not going to happen. The odds of that are not going to happen if one guy's going to make you stronger. But maybe there is some special bonus I'm not looking into because I have not delved that far into his, you know, certain bonuses. We could look at them really quick right now. Troop load plus 15, power of all units plus 25. And recovery speed, so that would be the bonus right there, because this guy is more gold gathering, I think. Yes, off power of plus 20 and gold gathering. So, but if I have a chance to power this guy up without spending any money, but I've got to spend money to power this guy up, let the game just decide for you. You know, so let the game. So I'm going to leave those in my bag a little bit longer until I actually commit and decide, which doesn't matter. I mean, I do like the one guy and I do want to put him on and he will be a nice thing. But I do only get this castle, which this castle has got the archer power. So we may be trying to get some of our archers up and stuff. But like I said, see, even I want to start thinking as if there's some special. It's not going to matter. And that's why I got to keep. You know, it don't matter because there's going to be a lot more powerful player. Even these guys that are slightly ahead of me, no matter what I have, you know, for guys like this, they're going to be able to beat these guys with 1 billion power, unless I time it just right. And there's really not this major PvP type play to where it actually matters that much to where your power. It just matters whether or not your alliance is active at the same time you're active and you're actually able to communicate in a way to where you understand the simplicity of the game during these battles. It is what it is. So anyways, I gotta get to work. So keep screen tapping. Try to keep your wallet full of money and your mind empty of smarts. I don't know. Dude, this game drains you. This is a game that can suck the life out of you if you decide to try to delve in and compete at a high-end level and think that, oh, I'm going to outsmart everybody. Because that's what they want you to think, is that there's some secret formula to get up there and you're going to do it. And if you just spend a little bit of this, well, no, okay, now I got to buy, well, now I got to buy, yep, and this. And before you know it, your empty's drained, but you got a brain the size of freaking the moon and you were smart because you're outsmarting everybody. And then, wait, damn it, now he's catching back up. Now I got to spend more. Come on, snap out of it. Let's go.